Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Georgetown High School. I'll get my volume set. Sorry about that. We're back here live, Georgetown High School for Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball. The Georgetown Lady Eagles welcome in the Hendrickson Hawks here for the first time in district play this year here in 2024. Georgetown comes in 27-7 overall on the season. The Hendrickson Hawks come in 16-20 overall, 1-1 in district play. Georgetown tied atop the standings at 3-0 with the Weiss Wolves. That matchup will be Friday night on the road to take on the Weiss Wolves. That one will be a fun one as they play for first place, alone in first place on Friday night, do the Wolves and Georgetown Eagles. That's saying Georgetown wins tonight and Weiss wins tonight as well. Georgetown Lady Eagles come in under the head tutelage of Coach Jenny Richards in their 16th season. A big win on Friday night against the Elgin Wildcats. They went 3 sets straight against the Wildcats to take that one and improve to 3-0. But a tougher match tonight. These two teams battled it out last year in district play. They split in the regular season and then had the playoff game to see who would be the number 1 seed for district play, and Georgetown took that one handily to go in the 1 seed last year into the playoffs, and then both teams making a little bit of run. Georgetown being eliminated a round earlier than they would have than the Hendrickson Hawks, and to their anger. And so I kind of expect a different attitude tonight from this Georgetown Lady Eagle team. The battles between these two schools last year were some of the epic volleyball matches that they had between each other as they finish up their warm-up serves going on right now. Hendrickson Hawks out of Pflugerville, just down the road here on 685. Head coach Latricia Bailey, Alexis Urch, the assistant coach with Brett Gola and Jessica Thompson. Hendrickson on a 1-game losing skid. They lost on Friday night to the Weiss Wolves. In the head-to-head matchup, Georgetown leads the series 10 matches to 3. Last year, it was Georgetown winning 3-1 in the first one at Hendrickson. Hendrickson won 3-1, and then Georgetown swept on to October 27th for a 3-0 win to take the number 1 seed. Set totals: Georgetown's won 34 sets playing against the Hendrickson Hawks, and has only lost 10. Home and away, Georgetown's undefeated at home against the Hendrickson Hawks, 4-0. So they'll look to stay clean on that slate here tonight as they welcome in the Hendrickson Hawks. Georgetown had some new jerseys tonight. The white long sleeves. These are new ones that have come in. Georgetown, a capital block print lettering in blue below the blue numbers on the back. Long sleeve white jerseys with blue stripes on the top of the shoulders with the blue spandex for your Georgetown Lady Eagles. The libero, Reagan Ramirez, in the pink short sleeve libero jersey tonight with the blue sleeve bands on those with her blue spandex. The Hawks out of Hendrickson High School come in the navy blue jerseys with Hendrickson and capital block print lettering across the front above their gray numerals outlined in white, and their black spandex as they line up here to your left. The libero for the Hendrickson Hawks, number 12, Megan Chandler, as she will be in the white shorts or sleeveless jersey with Hendrickson and capital block print lettering across the front with a navy blue outlined in gray with number 12 in navy blue. The Hawks will have on the long sleeve arm sleeves with the navy blue down to white. The Georgetown Lady Eagles, of course, in the long sleeve jerseys. Reagan Ramirez will have on the long arm sleeves in black for the libero for Georgetown. We'll go down to the PA announcer, Mr. Guido, here for the introduction of both teams, as the Hendrickson Hawks will be introduced first here for tonight's matchup.
Hendrickson Hawks and your Lady Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big Eagle welcome to the Hendrickson Hawk volleyball team. It's now time to meet the players for this evening's match. For the Hendrickson Hawks, we have number 1, Eva Marie Thompson. Number 2, Kyla Flores. Number 3, Asia Price. Number 4, Caroline Robbins. Number 5, Malaya Bennett. Number 6, Giselle Manning. Number 7, Holly Matthews. Number 8, Meredith Gerdarian. Number 9, Kaylee Hughes. Number 10, Madison Riojas. Number 12, Megan Chandler. Number 13, Zoe Zeiser. Number 14, Chinwendu Aguru. Number 22, Kendall Robertson. The Hawks are led by head coach Latricia Spencer Bailey, assistant coaches Alexa Urch, Brett Gola, and Jessica Thomas. Georgetown fans, let's get to your feet. It's time to meet your Lady Eagles. Number 7, a 5'7" senior center, Isabella Casanova. Number 9, a 5'9" sophomore outside hitter, Melody Miller. Number 13, a 6'1" senior middle blocker, Mackenzie Bernard. Number 14, a 6'5" senior outside hitter, Eddie Guido. Number 15, a 5'11" senior center, Ellie O'Shaughnessy. Eagles are led by head coach Judy Richardson. Assistant coaches Shelby Good, Ashley McCann, Jason Allgood, Kate Strahan. Our wonderful manager, Abby McConnell, Sydney Wood, Addison Rodriguez, and Lily Muzzy.
So back here live, Georgetown High School getting ready to go with action here on the court at Georgetown. The Hendrickson Hawks, the Lady Eagles from your Georgetown High School, ready to go. Georgetown comes in 12-4 at home overall on the season. 11-3 on neutral sites, 4-0 on the road. They've won 64 sets, lost 20 in district play. They've won 9 and lost none in district play. The Hendrickson Hawks only losing their one set there to Weiss on Friday night. It's 3 sets to 1. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll have the national anthem and we'll come back for tonight's opening match here, opening set here at Georgetown High School. The Lady Eagle volleyball continues in just a minute. Here live, Georgetown High School, as we get ready for set number 1. The Georgetown Lady Eagles, the Hendrickson Hawks, ready to go here at Georgetown High School. Georgetown looking to stay undefeated. They're 3-0 in district play here on the young district season. And a tough matchup on Friday night as Georgetown will go to take on the Weiss Wolves at 6:30 p.m. at Weiss High School. Then we'll be back next Tuesday as Cedar Ridge will come into Georgetown on a non-district night to take on your Lady Eagles in a non-district matchup on Tuesday night. We'll have that call live here on the SHN Sports Network. 6:30 is the kickoff for that one, and so we'll have it live here about 6:15 pregame and a 6:30 first serve. On the floor for the Lady Eagles to start it out, Molly and Allison O'Shaughnessy both joined Mackenzie Bernard, Amelia Albright, Addie Guido, and Sophia Giuseppe. Giuseppe will come off in the back row for the libero, Reagan Ramirez. For the Hendrickson Hawks, coming off on the back row for the libero, Chandler is number 8, Meredith Derdarian. On the front row appears to be number 14, Chinwindu Aguru, number 5, Malia Bennett, and number 22, Kendall Roberson. On the back row is number 1, Eva Marie Thompson, joined by number 9, Kaylee Hughes, and the libero is Megan Chandler. Back to serve first is Allison O'Shaughnessy for the Lady Eagles, wearing number 15. Allie, the 5'11" senior setter. Serves across the way. Thompson up tight, overpass at the net, kept alive by the Hawks, and they'll set it up far side. Free ball sent over by Bennett, and the Eagles will have a free setup. Slide attack by Mackenzie Bernard, but the hitting mistake there by McKenzie sends it out, and first point to the Hendrickson Hawks. They have a 1-0 lead. We'll make sure we can get the scoreboard working here. There we go. I had it messed up. I apologize. 1-0 Hendrickson lead at Guido. Up to O'Shaughnessy. Near side to Albright. The attack and a kill for Amelia Albright. That'll be her first of the set. And a 1-1 score now. Here is this side out back to Georgetown.
Serving number 2, Molly O'Shaughnessy.
Molly O'Shaughnessy will drop back to serve here for the Lady Eagles. She'll move to the near side of the back line. A 1-1 score here early in set number 1. Molly from the near side gets the sign from Coach Richardson. And the jump serve from Molly. Across the way. Played up. Roberson will set it far side. Thompson has to send a free ball over. Guido. Allison O'Shaughnessy back to Guido. The first attack is off the block and off the shoulder of Eve Marie Thompson for the kill. First kill for Guido. And a 2-1 lead for the Georgetown Lady Eagles. Molly O'Shaughnessy to serve again for Georgetown. Molly, the 5'11" senior outside hitter right side. Twin of Allison, both committed to the University of Hardin-Simmons. Eva Marie Thompson, her first attack, dug by Ramirez. Allie O'Shaughnessy, back row attack to Molly. Her attack dug up there but by Roberson, but a kill for Molly O'Shaughnessy, her first of the set, and a 3-1 lead for Georgetown. As Roberson's touch unable to be handled by a guru, and so it finds the floor to kill for Molly and a point for Georgetown. 3-1. Molly serves again from the near side. Jump serve deep in the corner. Hughes plays it up into the net. Roberson couldn't get a good play off of it, and it goes off of Bennett into the net. So that'll be an ace for Georgetown, their first of the set, and a 4-1 lead. Molly continues her serving ways. A couple of matches ago, Molly went on a 13-point serving run for Georgetown in a dominant win over Eastview. A serve from Molly. Roberson will set it up near side. The attack cross court is wide and out at the foot of Coach Jenny Richardson. The attack there just wide for the hitting error. 5-1, point to Georgetown, and Molly continues the serve here for the Lady Eagles. From the near side, the jump serve. Chandler will pass it up. Roberson tied at the net. Eva Marie Thompson plays the free ball over. Ramirez up to Allison O'Shaughnessy. Middle to Albright, and a kill. Amelia Albright off of Chandler. A big kill, the second for Albright. 6-1. Georgetown leads it in a quick timeout from Latresa Bailey, the head coach of the Hendrickson Hawks. We'll take it with them. Georgetown leads it 6-1 here in set number 1. Eagle Volleyball continues in a moment here on the SHN Sports Network. Of the timeout called by Coach Bailey of Hendrickson, their first of the set. Molly O'Shaughnessy serves again. Albright tipped over by Guido. Played up by Hughes. Set to the far side. Thompson the tip into the block and down for the kill. And a side out of the timeout for the Hendrickson Hawks. 6-2 now the score. Hendrickson trails by 4. Substitution here is number 5. Malia Bennett will check out, and in for her comes number 6, Giselle Manning. Manning will move to the far side to serve for the Hawks, trailing at 2-6 here in set number 1. Ramirez with the serve receive, set it up. A roll shot by Bernard, blocked at the net. Set back to Guido. Her attack got a big kill for Addie Guido off of a knee sliding Chandler. Sliding to her right, it's off of her, out of play. Side out. Back to the Lady Eagles, 7-2, they lead by 5. McKenzie will drop back to serve as Joseph back on the front row, and Ramirez rotates off the libero. Serve from Bernard. Roberson will set it up near side. The attack by Thompson, dug by Alley, but an overpass. Battled off the net. The Georgetown Eagles get the ball again. Joseph, her attack, dug by Chandler, but another overpass, tied at the net. Miscommunication there, and a free ball sent over. Here come the Hawks to swing. It is played by Mackenzie Bernard on a diving attempt at the back line, but cannot make a play on it. It'll be a side out. Back to the Hawks. 3-7. Hendrickson trails by 4. Chandler goes back to serve as a Guru comes off on the back row for the Hawks. Flat-footed serve by Hughes across the way. Alley will set it up to Albright. Her attack dug by Thompson. But a miscommunication there between Roberson and Chandler. And it'll be a kill for Amelia Albright. That'll be her third kill of the set. Side out back to Georgetown, 8-3. And some substitutions here as Isabella Casanova checks in. Subs in for Allison O'Shaughnessy. Sadie McCauley back in the ball game, or into the ball game for the first time. On the front row. McCauley, the 5'9", outside right side senior. Serve from Casanova. Hawks will set it up. To the right side, Thompson tips it over. Ramirez off of her, out of play. A tip attack kill there for Eva Marie Thompson, a sophomore. 4-8. Hendrickson trails by 4 here in set number 1. Substitution into serve, number 4, Caroline Robbins. Sends it across, Reagan Ramirez. Up to Casanova, back set to Guido. Her attack down the line is wide and out. So an unforced error there on Guido. Point to Hendrickson, 5-8. They trail by 3. Caroline Robbins in for the first time, a 5-foot defensive specialist, a sophomore. Just to the near side of the middle of the back row. This time a little jump serve, floated deep. Molly up to Casanova, back set Guido, and a little roll shot. And what a play there. It's off the touch of Roberson. Another kill for Guido, her third, and a side out back to Georgetown. Nice read there by the 6'5" hitter Guido as she read the defense pull all the way across about midcourt. And just a little punch roll shot that brought it far here on the near side and off Roberson out of play for the kill. 9-5 as Guido drops back to serve for Georgetown from the far side. The serve across and an ace there for Addie Guido. Chandler thought it was going to be out. It just fell out of the air, lands right before the back line. And the second ace for Georgetown, 10-5. Georgetown leads it by 5 here in set number 1. Guido's serve, the jump serve across the way. Chandler tied at the net, a battle for it, and a good play there by Kendall Roberson. The 5'10 junior setter wins the battle at the net. A side out back to the Hawks, 6-10. They trail by 4. As back to serve goes Kaylee Hughes for the Hawks. Giselle Manning comes off. Malia Bennett back on in the front row. Ramirez serve receive. Played by Joseph to Molly O'Shaughnessy. The attack finds the floor. Another kill for Molly O'Shaughnessy. Her second. Side out back to Georgetown. And 11-6. Georgetown by 5. Joseph will rotate off as Mackenzie Bernard comes back onto the front row in that rotation. And Reagan Ramirez, the libero, back to serve. Ramirez, the 5'8 senior libero, the commit to UTSA, serves from the near side. The jump serve across the way. Hughes up to Roberson, far side. An attack there by Bennett, and it is long and out. Hitting error there on Bennett gives the point to Georgetown. They're the largest lead of the set now, 6, 12-6. Kaylee Hughes will sub out as number 2. Kayla Flores will check in for the Hawks. The 5-foot defensive specialist, the senior. On in the back row for the Hawks, a serve from Ramirez. Robbins, and a scramble for it. An ace for the Georgetown Eagles, their third of the set. And the lead up to 7 now, 13-6. What a good serve there by Reagan Ramirez. You see the change of paces coming on some of these serves where some will come across a floating knuckleball. That one a little more pace on it. And off of Robbins into the net. Roberson unable to get a good touch on it. The serve now into the hands of Flores. Roberson will set it up. And a good save by Flores. Guido will put it up to Casanova. Quick set, Bernard, her attack. Dug by Flores, tied at the net. And there's a battle, and it's knocked back down to the Hawks. Play at the net, and a good knock down by Bernard. The Hawks will have another chance to the far side. The running tip off the block. Casanova a touch, and a free ball saved off a good effort there by Molly O'Shaughnessy. the attack for the Hawks into the block of McCauley and down for the kill. Good swing there by Bennett. She'll get the kill for the Hawks. And the side out back to Hendrickson. 7-13. They trail by 6. And back to serve.
Serving is Derderian.
Meredith Derderian, who came back onto the front row earlier, roading out with a guru. Her serve near sideline. Molly up to Casanova. Back set. McCauley will tip it over. Roberson with a one-handed save. And it'll set it up. The running shot there by Bennett. Played up by Ramirez. Casanova sets it. Bernard, the attack. Dug by Bennett. Roberson will set it back to the middle. Aguru tosses it over and finds a hole in the defense. Maddie Guido looked at Ramirez and said, that was my bet. Side out back to the Hawks. 8-13. They trail by 5. Not a side out, but they point to the Hawks. And Derderian will continue her serve. Meredith Derderian, the 6-foot junior middle blocker. From the near side, the jump serve across the way. Molly O'Shaughnessy up to Casanova. Quick set Bernard. The tip over to the far side, played by Bennett. And a good play there by Mackenzie Bernard to read that one. She'll get the kill there, her first of the set. And a side out back to Georgetown. 14-8, Georgetown by 6 again. McCauley will sub out for Allison O'Shaughnessy. Albright back onto the front row, subs in for Isabella Casanova. Back to serve. Allison O'Shaughnessy, the 5'11 senior center. From the far side, the jump serve from Allie across the way. Robbins. The swing by Bennett, dug by Guido. Set it up. Bernard tosses it over. There's Chandler to play it. Set to the far side. Bennett's attack off the block, and it's going to find the floor on the Georgetown side as Ramirez unable to get to it on the back line. So a kill there for the Hawks and a side out. 9-14. They trail by 5. Substitution here as Robbins will come out, and back on the floor comes Eva Marie Thompson for the Lady Hawks on the front row. Back to serve goes Kendall Roberson, the junior center. Sidewinder jump serve across. Reagan Ramirez up to Alley. Back row attack for Guido. Off the block, played by Bennett. Roberson will quick set there, but Aguru hits it into the net for the hitting error. And a point to Georgetown on the side out. 15-9. Georgetown by 6 again. And back to serve goes Molly O'Shaughnessy. Senior outside right side hitter. She'll move to the near side of the back line with a 6-point lead here in set number 1. Molly's jump serve across the way. Chandler overpass at the net. Dunked back by Guido off Roberson. Flores gets a second touch, but it's out of play. Give the kill to Guido, her 4th. And a point to Georgetown. The lead back to 7 now. The largest lead of set number 1 for Georgetown. Matched at 7 here, 16-9. Molly O'Shaughnessy moves near side of the free throw line. And the jump serve from Molly floats it across. Flores. Roberson will set it up near side. Bennett's cross-court attack dug by Alley. Albright will quick set. Bernard attack into the block. Dug up by Molly. Near side to Guido. Her swing is dug by Chandler. Flores will put the second ball over to Thompson. Her attack off the block. Ramirez with the dig. Alley will set it up to Guido near side. And the big swing dug by Flores. Chandler will pass it far side. Thompson will have to send a cross-court free ball over. Guido reads it up to Alley. Backside set to Bernard and blocked at the net. Eva Marie Thompson, a great block at the net. And the side out back to Hendrickson. Thompson, the 5'11 sophomore, big block there. Nice play. Hits the ball back over to the Hawks, and they trail by 6, 10-16. As number 6, Giselle Manning, substitutes back into the ballgame, along with number 9, Kaylee Hughes. Manning will drop back to serve for the Hawks from the far side of the back line. Did a little jump serve from Manning across the way. Ramirez. Allie O'Shaughnessy sets it up back row to Molly. She'll tip it over. Chandler with a diving dig. Roberson gives it up, and Thompson the attack off the block. Albright has it. Allie will set it up to Bernard. Her attack off the hands of Kaylee Hughes. How to play. A big kill for Mackenzie Bernard. Her second kill. And a side out back to Georgetown. 17-10. Georgetown by 7. As Bernard will drop back to serve. In the middle blocker rotation, Joseph back onto the front rows. Ramirez will step off the libero for Georgetown. Bernard serve across the way. Hughes will play it up to Roberson. Back to Hughes on the far side. Her attack dug by Bernard. Alley sets it up for Guido. The big swing off the block. Chandler has the dig. Second touch by Roberson. Far side to Hughes. Roll shot off the block. Dug by Molly. Overpass at the net. They kept it alive. But a net violation whistle there on Allison O'Shaughnessy. She went up and got that across the net. So a violation gives the ball right back over to the Hawks. 11-17. They trail by 6. And the libero, Megan Chandler, goes back to serve. The 5'8 senior libero. Flat-footed serve this time across the way. Reagan Ramirez up to Alley. Near side to Guido, the big attack and the big swing. Addie Guido, there's number 5 of the set. Side out back to Georgetown, 18-11. Albright and Casanova will sub here as Casanova will drop back to serve. McCauley will sub back in for Allison O'Shaughnessy and move to the front row for Georgetown. Isabella Casanova moves to the far side of the back line to serve for Georgetown, up by 7, 18-11. Here in set number 1, the serve across the way. Overpass on the serve. Guido hammers it back down. Another kill for Addie Guido, number 6 of the set. That is a costly mistake there. With an overpass on the serve receive, and Guido ready to hammer it back down for Georgetown. Biggest lead of the set now for Georgetown at 8, 19-11. Casanova the jump serve across the way deep. And another ace off of Manning out of play. That'll be the 4th ace of the set for Georgetown. 20-11, Georgetown extends their largest lead to 9 and draws a timeout from head coach Latricia Bailey. Quick timeout here. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment. Back live here at Georgetown High School. Coach Bailey takes her second time out of the first set. Georgetown with a 9-point lead, 20-11 as Casanova continues her serve here for the Lady Eagles. Casanova's jump serve across. Roberson set it up near side. The attack by Thompson. Swing by McCauley, and it's wide on the far side. For the side out, back to the Hawks. 12-20, they trail by 8. Substitution here as Thompson will come out. Robbins will come back in to serve again for the Lady Hawks, trailing by 8, 12-20. Robbins, the 5-foot sophomore defensive specialist. A little jump serve here, floats it across. Ramirez. The ball just died. Great serve by Robbins. Give that ace to Robbins and the Hawks in a 13-20 lead. Score now here. Hawks trail by 7. As the sophomore Robbins back to serve again. Just near side of the middle of the back line. Walk up, a little jump serve, sends a little deeper. Ramirez up to Casanova. Her set tied at the net. A touch there and a good effort by Reagan Ramirez to try to save it as Roberson played the overpass. But Reagan Ramirez's touch went out of play on the far side. And Hendrickson's cut it back to a 6-point deficit. That's going to draw a timeout from head coach Jenny Richardson. 20-14, Georgetown leads it by 6 here in set number 1. Quick timeout. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in a minute. Back out of the timeout by head coach Richardson. 14-20, the Hawks trail by 6. Robbins to serve again. The jump serve across the way. Ramirez up to Casanova. Back set to Guido. The big swing just behind the 10-foot line. And there's the big kill by Addie Guido, her 7th of the set. Side out back to Georgetown. Guido will drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles, leading by 7, 21-14. Guido from the far side of the back line. Gets the sign from Coach Richardson. The jump serve across the way. Chandler, first touch, and it'll be a nice save by Roberson. And another tip over by the Hawks. Ramirez, Casanova back set it up. McCauley, her attack, and a kill for Sadie McCauley. That'll be her first of the night. 22-14, Georgetown by 8. the 5'9" senior outside right side, Sadie McCauley. The big swing there gets the kill for Georgetown, her first of the set. And Guido to serve again with the 8-point lead. Overpass serve receive, played by Giuseppe, off of Roberson out, gives Sophia Giuseppe her first kill of the set. And a 23-14 lead. Georgetown matching their largest lead of the set by 9, 23-14. And here comes the substitution here. Robbins will check out. Number 10, Madison Riojas back in. Comes in for the Hawks. Riojas will move to the near side here. And Guido 2 points away for Georgetown. And she gets an ace here as it went off the tape of the net and falls just in front of Derderian. Fifth ace of the set for Georgetown. Makes it 24-14 and a chance here to take set number 1 for Georgetown. Guido gets the sign, the serve from the far side. Jump server, laser across the way. Just a little hard, side out back to the Hawks. First service error of the match for either team. And now Flores will check back in for Kaylee Hughes. Back in on the floor comes in Bennett for Giselle Manning. Bennett back on the floor, the 5'10" senior outside as Flores goes back to serve, the 5-foot senior defensive specialist from the far side. The jump serve across the way. Ramirez serve receive. Casanova keeps it alive. Molly O'Shaughnessy's attack. are blocked at the net. And a free ball sent over by Casanova. A great play here. And the Hawks scramble to keep it alive. Guido up to Casanova. Back set slide attack by Giuseppe. And she'll get her second kill on the block that goes out of play off the Hawks. And set 1 comes to an end. 25-15, Georgetown takes set 1 over the Hendrickson Hawks, leads it 1 set to none in this best-of-5 match. Quick timeout. When we come back, it'll be set number 2, Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball, presented here on the SHN Sports Network by First Responder Broadcasting and brought to you by the great support of the Lady Eagle Volleyball Booster Club. Quick timeout. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment. Yeah, I walked away for a minute. I apologize. Back live here at Georgetown High School. Georgetown wins set number 1, 25-15 over the Hendrickson Hawks. And we get ready for set number 2. On the floor for your Georgetown Lady Eagles, number 3, Amelia Albright, 5'10 sophomore setter. And now has become a hitter do-all on the court. Mackenzie Bernard, Molly O'Shaughnessy, Allison O'Shaughnessy, Eddie Guido, and Sophia Giselle. She'll come off on the back row for libero Reagan Ramirez. For the Lady Hawks, Darian will start serving for the Lady Hawks on the back row. On the right side, Eva Marie Thompson on the floor along with Kayla Flores. On the front row will be Roberson along with Aguru and number 5, Bennett for the Hawks. Dardarian will start the serving for the Hawks here on the back row. She's in the center of the back line. She waits for the first whistle, and we're underway. I guess I'll switch back to the camera for you. Set it up far side. Amelia Albright blocked, dug by Guido. Back to Albright. The swing blocked. Albright keeps it alive. Allie sets it up for Bernard. Little roll shot over. Thompson has the dig. Roberson will set it up near side. Bennett cross court, dug by Ramirez, but out of play. And a nice kill there for Bennett. And the first point goes to the Hawks here to open up set number 2. 1-0 as Dardarian will serve again for Hendrickson. Jump serve from Dardarian across the way. Reagan Ramirez up to Alley. Back row attack by Guido. And a kill off of Eva Marie Thompson. Guido's first kill of the set, 8th of the match. And a side out back to Georgetown to even it back up at 1 apiece now. And Molly O'Shaughnessy will open up the serving here in set number 2 for Georgetown. Molly will move over to the far side of the back line on this side of the court. And serve for your Lady Eagles. Tied up at 1-1 here in the start of the second set. Flores up to Roberson. Quick set to Guru. Tips it into the block. And a scramble for it. What a block there. Mackenzie Bernard gets the block for Georgetown. The 6'1 senior middle blocker. Number 13. And a point to Georgetown off of that play by Bernard. 2-1. Georgetown leads it. Friday night, the Lady Eagles will be on the road to take on the Weiss Wolves, 6:30 p.m. We will be on the road to call the Georgetown Leander football game over at Bible Stadium. Roberson, second touch near side to Hughes, and an unforced error there on Hughes. Just a weird contact on that one, hits it into the net. And that error gives the point to Georgetown, 3-1. Georgetown leads it. Molly O'Shaughnessy continues to serve here for the Lady Eagles. From the far side, Molly's jump serve across the way. Flores up to Roberson. Quick set, Aguru blocked at the net. What a double violation called on Roberson there. And that error gives the point to Georgetown. 4-1, Georgetown leads it. So Georgetown on a run. After giving up the first point of the set, lead it 4-1. Molly continues to serve for the Lady Eagles. Molly's jump serve across the way. Flores. Up tight, Roberson will dump the second touch over. Nice kill there for Kendall Roberson. Side out back to the Hawks, 2-4. They trail by 2. Roberson, the 5'10 sophomore or 5'10 junior setter. Great read there on the second touch to drop it down at the 10-foot line for the kill and get the serve back to the Hawks. Roberson lines up wide of the near side. Little sidewinder jump serve across the way. Ramirez up to Alley, far side. Addie Guido, the kill off of Chandler's hands, out of play. Second kill for Addie Guido here in the set, 9th of the match. And a side out back to Georgetown, 5-2. Georgetown by 3. Mackenzie Bernard will drop back to serve as Giuseppe will come back onto the front row for the Lady Eagles. Reagan Ramirez, the libero, drops off. Bernard from the near side. Jump serve across the way. Flores up to Roberson. Near side, Marie Thompson. Her attack off the hands of Molly O'Shaughnessy for the kill. And a side out right back over to the Hendrickson Hawks. 3-5. They trail by 2. And some substitutions here. Number 6, Giselle Manning comes in for Bennett. Number 2 will leave the floor as number 9, Kaylee Hughes, comes back onto the front row for Kayla Flores. And back to serve goes Giselle Manning. Near side, jump serve across the way. Guido to Alley, to Guido. Tips it deep down the far side. Chandler has the second touch near side. The swing blocked at the net there. Scramble for third ball. Guido's swing blocked at the net. Giuseppe with a second touch. Guido will send a free ball over. And it's a double violation whistle there as she tried to set it across. And so an unforced error. The Lady Eagles gives the point to the Hawks. 4-5. They trail by 1. As Giselle Manning will drop back to serve again for the Hendrickson Hawks. Here in set number 2, Georgetown winning set 1, 25-15. Lead it 1-0. Manning's jump serve across the way and deep. Molly up to Allie. Back set here to Albright. Cross-court shot blocked at the net. Albright keeps it alive. Allie to Joseph. Her attack dug by Chandler. Roberson will back set it over to Thompson. Her attack is wide here on the near side. An uncharacteristic hitting error there for Thompson. Gives the side out back to Georgetown. And the lead back to 2, 6-4. Casanova subs in for Albright. Casanova, the 5'7" senior center, will drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles as Sadie McCauley subs in for Allison O'Shaughnessy on the front row for Georgetown. Casanova from the middle of the back line gets the sign and the jump serve across the way and deep. Manning will take a swing at it here, but an unforced error there. She puts it into the net. Correction, Kaylee Hughes, I apologize. Hughes puts it into the net and a point to Georgetown. The lead back to 3 now, 7-4. Casanova to serve again. Casanova gets the sign from Coach Richardson. Stays on the near side of the back row. And will put it into play for Georgetown on the jump serve. Dies Chandler. Serve receive, plays it over, but it is wide. An ace for Georgetown on that serve from Casanova. First ace of the second set. 6th ace of the night for the Lady Eagles. Casanova to serve again. Middle of the back line, gets the sign and serves it across. Chandler up to Roberson. Back set, Thompson. She'll just punch one over. Ramirez has the dig. Casanova sets it up. Guido, and a big hammer from Guido. What a set and what a kill there for Addie Guido. 3rd kill of the set, 10th of the match. And a 9-4 lead for Georgetown. And that'll draw the first time out of set number 2 by Coach Bailey of Hendrickson. We'll take it with him. Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in a moment here on the SHN Sports Network. Timeout number 1 by Coach Bailey and the Hawks here in set number 2. They trail 9-4. Casanova will continue her serve for the Georgetown Lady Eagles. Here in set number 2. Jump serve across the way, floated across. Hughes up to Roberson, back set to Thompson. Her attack dug by Casanova. Tight at the net, saved by McCauley. The Hawks will set it up. Thompson again swings off the block. Casanova. Ramirez will have the second touch near side to Guido. Outside attack dug by Thompson, high into the rafters. Roberson, back set Rose attack for the Hawks, into the net. No, not into the net. A block by Joseph at the net. Nice block there by Sophia Joseph. On the attack by Giselle Manning. And a point to Georgetown, 10-4. They lead it by 6 now. Substitution here is number 13, Zoe Zeiser. Comes in for Kaylee Hughes for the Hawks. Casanova to serve again, sends it across the way. Chandler up to Roberson, quick set, a guru, blocked at the net. There she is, Sophia Joseph. Pays the internal team price with a good shove after a big block, second in a row for Joseph. And a point to Georgetown on the block, 11-4. They lead by 7, largest lead of the second set for Georgetown. Isabella Casanova on a run here for Georgetown behind the service line from the near side. This one's deep and this is long. That's the first service error of the set, second of the match for Georgetown. Side out back to the Hawks, 5-11. They trail by 6. And now Megan Chandler, the libero, will drop back to serve for the Hawks. Ramirez up to Casanova, far side McCauley, cross-court shot off the block and over the head of Zeiser for the kill. Side out back to Georgetown. 12-5. That'll be McCauley's first kill of the set, second of the match. Georgetown leaves it 12-5. Now Guido back to serve from the middle of the back line. The jump serve across. Zeiser. Roberson sets it near side. Zeiser's attack as long and out. Just didn't pop that wrist on that one, and that one floated deep for the hitting error. Point to Georgetown. The lead up to 8 now as Guido will drop back to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Guido gets the sign. The jump serve across the way. Zeiser. Roberson a second touch and a free ball by Chandler sent over. The Lady Eagles a free set up here. Casanova back set, slide attack, tipped over by Joseph, and it finds the 10-foot line. Miscommunication there, but a kill for Joseph. First of the set, third of the match. And a point to Georgetown. 14-5, Georgetown by 9. And Guido will drop back to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Guido's jump serve across the way. Played up, Roberson set at the net. And a great play by Sophia Joseph. They block the attack of the Hawks, and she throws out a wrist to keep the ball alive and finds the Hawks side of the court for the kill. Her second of the set, fourth of the match, and a point to Georgetown, the biggest lead of set 2, now 10. 15-5, Guido to serve again, sends it across. Zeiser up to Roberson. Back set all the way to Thompson, the tip over, but the tip went awry and wide on the far side. And that'll give the point to Georgetown. The lead continues to grow, now to 11, 16-5. Guido from the middle of the back line, the deep serve. Played up by Manning. Thompson with the attack off the block. Guido digs it up. Casanova back sets here to McCauley. Her attack dug up by Manning, but it goes wide and out. Another kill for Sadie McCauley. Her second of the set. And it's a 17-5 lead for Georgetown, and that'll draw the second time out of the set for Coach Bailey. Quick timeout here. Lady Eagle Volleyball will continue in just a moment. From Guido back across. The Hawks will set it up near side. Zeiser the attack off the block. Ramirez the dig. Casanova far side. Molly her attack dug by Chandler. Roberson will set it up for Thompson. She'll send it across. Casanova reads that one. Ramirez near side to McCauley. Her attack cross court dug by Roberson. Chandler far side to Thompson. The roll shot dug by Casanova. One-handed. Ramirez will pass it forward to Molly O'Shaughnessy. Her attack dug by Chandler. The Hawks will send it back to the back row attack of Manning, and she'll hit it wide and out on an unforced error there on the hitting error by Manning. Point to Georgetown, 18-5, Georgetown by 13. And here comes Bennett off the bench quickly to sub in for Giselle Manning. Bennett will join the back row in the middle for the Hawk serve receive. Guido serve across the way. Bennett, the attack by Thompson is long. Another hitting error for the Hawks. And a point to Georgetown, 19-5, Georgetown by 14. Their largest lead of either set tonight is here in set 2 at 14 points. Guido on the run here behind the service line for Georgetown. The jump serve from Guido. Zeiser up to Roberson. She'll back row attack it to Bennett. The tip over, read by McCauley. Casanova will set it to Joseph. Her attack and a kill. Nice set, nice attack. Sophia Joseph, her third kill of the set, fifth of the ball game. And a 20-5 lead for Georgetown. The Lady Eagles having their way right now here in set number 2. Have gone on a long run. And the Hawks out of timeouts. The serve from Guido. Bennett, Roberson near side. Zeiser, her attack dug by Guido. Casanova sets it far side. Molly O'Shaughnessy off the block for the kill. Molly O'Shaughnessy, a good swing there. Her first kill of the set, third of the match. And 21-5, Georgetown by 16 here in set number 2. Lead it 1-0. Guido serve just off the net, dug by Zeiser. Up to Roberson, quick set in the middle, and the tip over there. A pancake by Ramirez to keep it alive. Guido plays it. Ramirez sends the free ball over. Roberson backs at Thompson. Her attack off of Guido for the kill. And Thompson ends the run for the Lady Eagles on a good swing there. The kill by Thompson gives the point back to the Hawks. 6-21. They trail by 15. And it'll be a side out as number 10, Madison Riojas, will drop back to serve for the Hawks. Great play there by Reagan Ramirez to get that pancake. Guido kept it alive. Ramirez sent the free ball, but Eva Marie Thompson wasted no time to hammer it back down for the kill. Serve received by Ramirez, and the attack, Sophia Joseph filling it now. That's her 4th kill of the set. And she sends it far side for the kill. Side out back to Georgetown, 22-6, as Sophia Joseph will rotate off on the back row. Reagan Ramirez will go back to serve as Mackenzie Bernard rotates back on the front row. Substitution here, as Derdarian will substitute off the floor for number 7, Holly Matthews. For the Hawks, the serve from Ramirez is a deep one off of Roberson. Kept alive by Bennett. Free ball by Roberson. Sent across Ramirez up to Casanova. She'll dump the second touch over, and a good read by Isabella Casanova, giving her first kill of the night. And it's 23-6. Georgetown by 17. On a great read there by the senior setter, Isabella Casanova. Issa dumps it over, and now Ramirez will drop back to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Moves to the near side of the back line. Gets a sign from Coach Richardson. Ramirez the toss up, the jump serve across the way. Bennett set by Riojas, the attack by Roberson, dug by Ramirez, the attack by McCauley, but a double violation whistle there on Issa Casanova. So that'll give it right back over to the Hawks on the side out. And Zeiser will sub out and on for the Lady Hawks. Because number 2, Kayla Flores back on. She'll drop back to serve, trailing by 16, 7-23. Flores from the near side. Jump serve across the way. Guido up to Casanova. Back set. The attack by McCauley. Dug are blocked. Guido keeps it alive. Ramirez, and then Molly O'Shaughnessy sends the free ball. Quick set. Roberson the tip over. Ramirez a dive. Couldn't get a good touch on that one. Give the kill to Roberson and the Hawks. And the point, 8-23. They trail by 15. Here at set 2. Flores to serve again for Hendrickson. Friday night, Georgetown will play Weiss. Head across to Weiss High School there in Pflugerville off Weiss Lane. And watch a great match there between the top 2 teams in the district. Set to Mackenzie Bernard. Her attack is wide and out. Nope. It is going to be called a tip at the net by the up official. So give that attack to Mackenzie Bernard. So Mackenzie Bernard with the kill, and this side out back to Georgetown. 24-8, Georgetown leads it. Set point for the Lady Eagles to take a 2-set lead as Allison O'Shaughnessy back on, drops back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Now a discussion. Coach Bailey wanted to know who touched the ball, and the official said when they're all sideways, he didn't get the number. He saw the touch of the net, and that's what he called the overrule, that there was a touch at the net on the attack by Bernard. Now having a discussion with one of the captains, Roberson. So the up ref having a discussion here with Roberson on the near side. Georgetown leads it as of now, 24-8 here in set number 2 with a 25-15 win in set 1. Georgetown looking to take a 2-set lead. So the call will stay the same. 24-8, Georgetown leads it over the Hawks, and Allison O'Shaughnessy will serve for set number 2. The jump serve across the way. Flores up to Riojas, tipped across. Guido with the dig. Allie sets it up far side. Molly, the attack off the block and down for the kill and the set. Molly's second kill of the set, 4th of the match, and Georgetown wins it 25-8 to take a 2-set lead over the Hendrickson Hawks. Quick timeout. Lady Eagle Volleyball will return in just a moment with set number 3. You listen to the Lady Eagle Volleyball live here on the SHN Sports Network. Here at Georgetown High School. You want to join in? We'll bring you back live here as we go to set number 3. Georgetown 25-15, 25-8. And the Georgetown Lady Eagles with a different look here to start out set number 4, or set number 3. On the floor will be Jaden Meisner in the middle of the front row in place of Mackenzie Bernard. But the rest of the team stays the same with Molly O'Shaughnessy, Allison O'Shaughnessy, Sophia Giuseppe, Addie Guido, and Amelia Albright. Allie O'Shaughnessy will drop back to serve. Roberson, Aguru, and Bennett on the floor for the Hawks. Uniform change here. We'll go over it in just a second. Roberson sets far side. The swing blocked at the net by Meisner. Roberson will quick set Aguru, tips it over. Dug by Guido. The swing by Albright. It's off the arms of Flores for the kill. Give Amelia Albright her first kill of the set, 4th of the match. Georgetown leads it 1-0. Caroline Robbins now in the libero jersey, the white jersey with the blue numerals and gray lettering. In place of Chandler. Overpass on the serve receive. Robbins is there for the tip over. The Hawks keep it alive. Bennett will send a free ball over. Ramirez to Alley, near side Molly. Her attack dug by Flores. Roberson gets a second touch. Robbins, a free ball sent over. Nice play there to keep the ball alive. Quick set, near side Molly. The swing off the block. Flores keeps it alive. Roberson, far side, into the hands of Bennett. The attack and a kill. Nice shot there by Roberson. What a shot there by Malia Bennett. The 5'10 sophomore. What a big swing, or senior. 5'10 senior. Make sure I get that right. She sends it across the way just inside the back line. A big kill there. Side out back to the Hawks. 1-1 now here in set 3 as Roberson will drop back to serve for Hendrickson. Sidewinder jump serve across the way. Molly to Alley. Back row to Agaido. And her block off of Aguru's head. She even pointed to it. The kill for Addie Gaido, her first of the set, 11th of the night. Side out back to Georgetown. Went off of Aguru's noggin over by the scores table, and a great effort by Bennett to try to keep it alive but put it off the down ref. So the point inside out to Georgetown. Served by Molly O'Shaughnessy, played by Bennett. Roberson, quick set to Aguru, but she hits it wide here on the near side for the unforced error, and a 3-1 lead for Georgetown here in set 3. If you're bored tomorrow night, Camp Brightside, that's the spot. Be there 6 p.m. It's the Eagle Nation Coaches Show, live with Kelly Duvall, myself. I think we'll even have a Doppler Dave sighting, along with Coach Griffin and Eagle football players for tomorrow night's Eagle Nation Coaches Show. The serve from Molly, far side. Thompson tips it over, and a good tip there by Eva Marie Thompson, the sophomore, with the kill. Side out back to the Hawks, 2-3. They trail by 1. Bennett will check out, and Chandler will check back in to serve for the Lady Hawks. Chandler now in the blue jersey has moved out of the libero spot. Flores will check off. She'll be replaced on the floor by Kaylee Hughes on the front row. Flat-footed serve by Chandler. A rocket sent across. Guido up to Alley. Backside, Amelia Albright. Her attack, a nice dig by Chandler. Great effort there. But a kill for Molly O'Shaughnessy, her 5th of the match. First here in set number 3. Side out back to the Lady Eagles. 4-2, Georgetown leads it. Reagan Ramirez will go back to serve. Meisner will rotate off. Joseph comes on in the front row. Roberson will set it up. Near side Thompson, the attack. And a kill for Eva Marie Thompson. The sophomore, the big swinger, gets the kill there for the Hawks. Nice swing by Thompson. And the side out back to the Hawks. 3-4. They trail by 1. Robbins to serve again. Caroline Robbins, number 4, the libero here in set 3. Floats it across. Molly up to Alley. Back set it into Albright. Her attack and a kill off of Chandler. Out of play. Albright's second kill of the set, 5th of the night. Side out back to Georgetown, 5-3. Albright subs out. Isabella Casanova back on the back row to serve. McCauley will sub in for Allison O'Shaughnessy on the front row. Isabella will drop back on the far side of the back line to get the serve underway for Georgetown, leading by 2. A deep floater set at the net. The attack dug by Ramirez, but it's out of play. Nice kill there by Derdarian. Meredith Derdarian with the kill. 6-foot senior middle blocker, or sophomore middle blocker. Correction, junior. I'll get one of the grades right, but a big swing by Derdarian. Point back to the Hawks, 4-5. They trail by 1. Number 10, Madison Riojas to serve. Sends it across the knuckleball, played by Ramirez. Back set to Guido, the big swing. And the kill by Addie Guido, 2nd of the set, 12th of the match. Side out back to Georgetown, and there comes the substitution. Maybe the last time we see Addie Guido here in the match. Mallory Miller subs in. She'll drop back to serve. The 5'9" outside hitting sophomore. Wears number 9. Mallory will serve for the Lady Eagles. From the far side, the jump serve from Miller. And it floats just long for a service error. Side out back to the Hawks. 5-6. They trail by 1. First service error of the set for the Lady Eagles. 3rd of the match. No service errors on the night so far for the Hawks. Kayla Hughes will sub out for number 2, Kayla Flores. Flores will drop back to serve. Chandler will sub out, and back on in the front row comes Derdarian. Serve from Riojas, played up. Tip there, read by Robbins. Set it up. Roberson will swing, but the cross-court shot by Kendall Roberson goes wide. And a side out back to Georgetown, 7-5. Georgetown by 2. The middle blocker rotation. Jaden Meisner back on the floor in the front row for Georgetown. Joseph will get to serve this set as Reagan Ramirez steps off the floor. Meisner back on, the 5'10 senior outside right side hitter. Serve across the way from Joseph. Quick set at the tip over by the Hawks. A miscommunication there between the Lady Eagles. Gives the side out right back over to Hendrickson. 6-7. They trail by 1. And Derdarian will drop back to serve for the Hawks. Middle of the back row, the jump serve from Derderian across. Miller up to Casanova, back set, McCauley. Timing off there, and a hitting error on the Lady Eagles gives the point to tie it up to the Hawks, 7-7. And that'll be a timeout by head coach Jenny Richardson. Here in set number 3, Georgetown leads it 2-0. A quick timeout from Coach Richardson, and we'll take it with him. Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball continues here in just a moment on the SHN Sports Network. Timeout. 7-7 as Derderian serves again for the Hawks. Jump serve from Derderian. Overpass on the serve receive and hammered back down by Oguru for the kill. Nice play there by Oguru. Chinwundu Oguru, the 6'1" junior middle blocker. Great job there on that overpass on the serve receive and hammers it back down for the point. 8-7, Hawks lead it. Miller's first touch, a scramble here. Free ball sent over by McCauley, and the Hawks will have a free chance. Quick set, Oguru tips it over. Ramirez there, Casanova near side, Molly O'Shaughnessy, and the kill. Molly O'Shaughnessy, second kill of the set, 6th of the night. Gives the side out back to Georgetown. They tie it up 8-8. Albright subs back in for Casanova in the front row. Allison O'Shaughnessy back in for McCauley on the back row. Allie O'Shaughnessy back to serve. 8-8 here in set number 3. Allie sends it down the far side. Riojas will set it far side. The attack by Bennett, and it is long and out. Good read there by Mallory Miller to let that go. No, now they're going to overrule it and say there was a touch at the net. So a kill to the Hawks. Side out back to Hendrickson. So the point to Hendrickson. They lead it by 1, 9-8. Roberson to serve. The jump serve across the way. Reagan Ramirez up to Alley. Set near side. Albright into the block and out for the kill. Amelia Albright, her 3rd kill of the set, 6th of the night. Side out back to Georgetown. They even it up 9-9. Addie Guido does come back in with a 9-9 score here in the 3rd set. She subs back in for Mallory Miller on the front row. And Molly O'Shaughnessy will drop back to serve for Georgetown. Tied up here in set number 3. Now Molly gets the whistle. Will serve from the near side. The jump serve across the way. Robbins to Roberson, near side. The attack from Bennett off the block. Ramirez lays out, but not a good touch as it goes off of her arm to the side. So give the kill there to Malia Bennett on the attack and kill. Side out back to the Hawks. They lead again by 1, 10-9 here in set number 3. Chandler back in to serve for the Lady Hawks. Chandler, flat-footed serve across the way, a rocket, but it is out just long, and that's the first service error of the set and match for the Hawks. That'll get the side out back to Georgetown, 10-10. Reagan Ramirez will serve. Meisner rotates off in the back row. Joseph back onto the front row for Georgetown. The serve from Ramirez. Robbins to Roberson, set far side. The attack by Hughes. Off the block, a dig, a scramble for it. And unable to get the 3rd ball over. So a side out back to the Hawks. 11-10. Hendrickson leads it by 1. Oguru will rotate off. Derderian back onto the front row. The libero Robbins back to serve for Hendrickson. Leading by 1 here in set 3, 11-10. Serve floated across. Molly to Alley, back set. The attack and kill. Amelia Albright lighting it up here in the 3rd set. Her 4th kill, 7th of the night. And a side out back to Georgetown. Casanova will sub back in for Albright. McCauley back in for Allison O'Shaughnessy. 11-11. Georgetown leads it 2-0. The back and forth we go here in set number 3. Casanova serve. Serve receive, it's an ace for Georgetown, their first of the third set, 7th of the night. Nice serve there from Casanova. Kaylee Hughes unable to get a good touch on that serve receive. And it falls to the floor for the point. 12-11, Georgetown by 1. Casanova far side of the back line. The jump serve floats across. Chandler up to Roberson. Back set, Thompson, the attack. And a kill. Eva Marie Thompson continues to swing well for the Hawks. Another kill for her. She evens it up at 12 apiece here in set number 3. Side out back to Hendrickson. Rio Haas will come back on the floor for Thompson. Remember that name. Thompson was named, you heard last year, as a freshman on this team. Now just a 5'11 sophomore. She keeps swinging away for the Hawks. The serve from Riojas, Ramirez, Casanova, back set, Guido, and a block there by Derdarian. You hear the excitement on the big block. Side out back to the Hawks, or point to the Hawks, 13-12. On the block of Addie Guido. Just assume that they're going to go right back to Addie, and she's going to swing away again as Riojas tosses it up and serves across the way. Another service error by the Hawks as Riojas, a little bit of mustard on that one. Second service error of the set, side out back to Georgetown, and it evens up at 13 apiece. Back to serve goes Guido. Andy will go to the far side of the back row. And the jump serve across the way. Chandler, overpass serve receive, dunk back down by Sophia Joseph. Her first kill of the set, 7th of the night. And Georgetown takes the 1-point lead back, 14-13. Guido to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Jump serve from Guido across the way. Chandler up to Riojas, far side. Roberson, her swing into the block, a kill for Kendall Roberson. And it ties it back up at 14 on the side out. Hughes checks out. Flores back in to serve. Chandler out. And Bennett back onto the front row for the Lady Hawks. 14-14 here in set 3. As Kayla Flores back to serve again for Hendrickson. Middle of the back row, a toss up and the jump serve. Molly up to Casanova, near side Molly, the swing. Flores with the touch. Riojas, second ball, far side, a punch over by Bennett. Guido has the ball. Casanova near side, Molly, the tip over, read by Riojas. Robbins will send it far side. Bennett swing, it's an unforced error there. On to Malia Bennett. Sends it deep on the floor on the back row. And a side out back to Georgetown. 15-14, Georgetown leads by 1. Joseph will serve as Meisner comes back onto the front row and the libero Ramirez rotates off. Joseph's jump serve across the way. Robbins, Bennett, and a free ball sent over by Derdarian here. The Lady Eagles will reset. Joseph, Casanova, and a free ball punched over by McCauley. Hawks get a free shot. Tight set at the net, and a hit there by Derdarian. Give her the kill. And a side out back to the Hawks. Back and forth this goes here in set number 3, 15-15. Albright will sub back in for Casanova for the Lady Eagles. Aguru back on the front row. Derdarian serve. Guido up tight. Albright keeps it alive, and McCauley with a tip over. The ball had not cleared, and they reached over the net. Oh, a mistake there on the Hawks. Gives a free point back to Georgetown, 16-15. Allison O'Shaughnessy subs back in for McCauley. Will drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles, leading by 1. Allie serve. Bennett has the first touch. Riojas sets it up for Roberson. Her attack is long and out. A big swing from Kendall Roberson, but that one is long. Point to Georgetown and a 2-point lead, 17-15. First time either team's taken a 2-point lead in about the last 10 to 12 points here of the set. Allie O'Shaughnessy serves it down the line, an ace. That one drops out of the sky. Another good serve for Georgetown. 18-15, largest lead for Georgetown here in the set by 3. 8th ace of the night for Georgetown, and that'll bring a timeout from head coach Bailey of Hendrickson. We'll take it with them. Lady Eagle volleyball continues here in a moment. Eagles lead at 18-15. It's set number 3. of the timeout. One timeout apiece remaining here in set number 3. And Allie O'Shaughnessy will continue to serve for the Lady Eagles here with a 3-point lead. 18-15, Allie serve. Another knuckleball, Flores up to Riojas, far side, Bennett off the block, and the kill. I think that one skipped off the head of Meisner as well. Big swing there for Malia Bennett. Give her the kill and the side out. Back to the Hawks, 16-18. They trail by 2. Riojas off, Eva Marie Thompson back on for the Hawks on the front row, and Roberson with her sidewinder serve gets ready on the far side. Jump serve from Roberson across the way, Ramirez. Allie sets it up to Guido. Should just tip it over there. Roberson, first touch. Robbins, far side to Bennett. Roll shot there, and a good one by Bennett. She read the defense playing back and just drops it in front of a diving Eagle defense for the kill. 17-18. The Hawks trail by 1. Roberson sets up on the far side for the serve, trailing by 1. The serve across the way. Ramirez, serve receive. Molly O'Shaughnessy, a second touch. And it goes into the stands. An ace there for Roberson. A last-minute scream across the way, out. Ramirez had already committed to that one. And that ties it up, 18-18. First ace of the set, second of the night for the Hawks. And all square here in set number 3, 18-18. Substitution here, Jaden Meisner will check out as Mackenzie Bernard will come back on for the Lady Eagles here on the front line. Roberson, the jump serve. Off the net, gets another ace as she gets a kind fold of the tape. Nice serve there from Roberson. And it folds over the tape and drops down on the Eagles side for a second ace for Roberson and a 19-18 lead for the Hawks. Roberson a couple of smacks of the ball. Now the sidewinder serve, the jump serve across. Guido, Allie O'Shaughnessy, back row attack for Guido. The big swing, Roberson with a block, but it is a great block from Roberson, more of a defense block. And she sends it, and it lands on the far sideline. And a point to Hendrickson. They lead by 2, 20-18, and that'll draw timeout number 2 from head coach Jenny Richardson. We'll take it with them. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment. Out of the timeout, Georgetown coach Richardson uses her second timeout of the set, trailing by 2, 20-18. Roberson on a service run here for the Hawks. Serves again from the far side, and this one is a service error. So a great use of the timeout, pays dividends here. Third service error of the set for the Hawks. Gives it right back to Georgetown, 19-20. Georgetown trails by 1. Molly O'Shaughnessy near side moves for her service attempt for the Eagles. Gets the sign, the jump serve from Molly. Bennett to Roberson, quick set of Guru, tosses it over. Molly to Allie, and a free ball by Albright sent over. Robbins is there, Roberson sends a second touch, nice and deep into the corner, and give her the kill. Nice play there by Kendall Roberson. And a side out back to the Hawks, 21-19. Hawks lead by 2, Coach Richardson. Frustrated here with the Lady Eagles, they've led 25-15, they won set 1. 25-8, they won set 2. And now trailing by 2 here in the third set, 21-19. Back to serve for the Hawks. If I'm not mistaken, goes number 5, Bennett. The jump serve across the way, Ramirez, serve receive. Looks like it might have been out, but another ace for the Hawks, their third of the set. And they lead by 3, 22-19. The Hawks responding here in a must-win situation. They trail 2-0. Trying to force it to set number 4. Bennett again to serve from the far side. Gets the sign. The jump serve from Bennett. That one's into the net. A costly mistake there. Gives the side out back to Georgetown. 20-22. Georgetown trails by 2. Bennett, the 4th service error of the set for the Hawks. They had none in set 1 and set 2. Now 4 here in the 3rd set. Back to serve goes Ramirez. The jump serve from Reagan. Floats across. Bennett to Roberson. Set it up. Eva Marie Thompson, her attack and a kill. Nice location there for Roberson. And a side out back to the Hawks. 23-20. Hendrickson 2 points away from forcing set number 4. Robbins, the libero, back to serve as Derderian comes back onto the front row, and Aguru rotates off on the back row. The libero Robbins, the little jump serve, floats it across. Molly Addy sends it to the far side. The tip from Albright and into the block and down for the kill. Great read there by Albright. Her 5th kill of the set, and a big one. Her 8th of the night, but it's a side out back to Georgetown and a 2-point deficit. 21-23. Casanova in for Albright. McCauley in for Ali O'Shaughnessy. Casanova back to serve, trailing by 2, 21-23. The jump serve from Casanova, the knuckleball. There's the ace. Isabella Casanova drops the dime. And that'll force timeout number 2 from Coach Bailey of Hendrickson. We'll take it with them. Set 3, 22-23. Georgetown trails by 1. Lady Eagle volleyball continues in just a minute. Back we go, Isabella Casanova. Eagles trail by 1, 22-23. Different serve here. A weird ball off of Hughes. Eva Marie Thompson with the attack. The Eagles keep it alive, and a free ball popped over by Guido. Roberson will set it up. Thompson, the attack blocked at the net. The Hawks get another chance. Set to the far side, tipped over, blocked by Guido. The Hawks again. Roberson tries the second ball tack and didn't work. Guido, the hammer! Oh, baby! Addie Guido got another shot. She evens it up at 23 on a big kill. 23-23. Georgetown's tied it up. Guido, 3 kills in the set, 13 of the night. And now Georgetown trying to take the momentum back and win this in straight sets. Casanova to serve from the far side. The jump serve from Izzy. Nice and deep in the corner. Scramble, Roberson keeps it alive. A free ball sent over by Derderian. Guido tips it over. Oh, baby, what a play there, Addie Guido. Another kill, her 4th and 14th of the night. And a 24-23 lead. Georgetown playing for the match. What a play there by Guido to take that ball over and just dunks it back down. The 6'5 senior UT commit. 2 big plays in a row, and Georgetown serves for the match. Izzy Casanova tosses it up, the serve across, a floater. Chandler to Roberson, to Thompson, her attack, dug by Molly. Casanova, near side, McCauley blocked. Scramble here, Molly keeps it alive, McCauley across, and it's wide and out. Molly O'Shaughnessy kept it alive. McCauley sent it far side, but too strong. And so a side out evens it up at 24-24. Didn't think it could be that easy, right? It's even back up, and here come the Hawks. Riojas back in. She'll serve for the Hendrickson Hawks. Casanova subs out for Amelia Albright. 24-24. Got to win by 2. Riojas, middle of the back line. Ready to serve for the Hawks. Serve across the way. Reagan Ramirez up to Albright. Set. Giselle. The attack. The kill. Sophia Giselle drops her hammer there. 2 kills in the set. 8 on the night. And a set and match point for the Lady Eagles again. 25-24. Addie Guido back to serve for Georgetown. Addie from the far side gets the sign. The jump serve from Guido. Roberson up to Riojas. Set. The attack dug by Ramirez. Amelia Albright near side. The attack by Molly, dug by Chandler. Rioja sets it far side to Roberson. Her tip shot dug over the net. The Hawks set it back up. Rioja, the attack of the net. And there's the kill from DeDarian off the block of Molly O'Shaughnessy. A nice kill there. Just dropped to the side off of O'Shaughnessy. And back and forth we go. 25-25. Back to serve goes Kaylee Hughes as Chandler subs out for Bennett for the Hawks on the front row. Kaylee Hughes drops back to serve. 25-25 here in set 3. Hughes from the middle of the back line. The toss up, the jump serve deep. It's out. A costly error. The 5th service error of the set for the Hawks. Side out back to Georgetown. They'll serve for the match. Sophia Joseph will serve here as Mackenzie Bernard back on in the front row. Ramirez off. Joseph serve, a nice one. Robbins to Rioja, sets it up. Roberson, her attack is long and out. A hitting error ends it. 27-25. Georgetown wins it over the Hendrickson Hawks in 3 sets. 25-15, 25-8, 27-25. Quick timeout. Lady Eagle Volleyball victorious. They improved to 4-0 on the season in district play, 28-7 overall. The Hawks dropped to 16-21, 1-2 in district play. Quick timeout. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment. We're back here live. We'll try this out. I've got Amelia Albright with me up here in the booth. And Amelia, what a night. It kind of got hairy there in the third set.
For sure.
But a big set for you. You ended up with 5 kills on my officially unofficial stats up here in the booth. Talk about tonight. How big was it to come back in that third set? You guys went back and forth after 2 big wins in sets 1 and 2. Talk about set number 3 and the excitement there to come out.
For sure. I definitely think that we fought at the end. We kind of fell at that one point. Whenever we got that, they got that serving run, but I definitely think that we stepped up and definitely wanted to win that. Beat Hendrickson, which are one of our best rivals, so we definitely wanted to win that for sure.
How big is a win like this tonight in preparation for Friday night on the road against Weiss?
Oh, yeah, it's huge because Weiss is going to be great competition. Y'all should watch the game. But yeah, it's definitely good preparation, and we're ready to practice and work harder, fix those mistakes, and get back to it.
You talked about right before we went on air, I've never done this. How big is it your sophomore year? You and Mallory Miller, the only sophomores on a team of a lot of seniors.
Yeah.
Do you put pressure on yourselves, or how does that feel like you two ladies are being accepted into that and making an impact? You've become an everyday name on this team. How much pressure do you put on yourself, or has it become that I fit a part of this team and I'm going to continue to play?
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely think that people would think that it'd be a lot of pressure to be one of the 2 sophomores on a varsity team full of seniors, but the girls, the seniors, they're great. They're so welcoming and so including, and they don't treat me any different way or anything, and it's great. And also, me and Mallory have been together since elementary school, so it's great to be able to achieve these goals together. It's awesome.
That is awesome. Not a lot of times you see that anymore, especially with the way school districts seem to divide and pan out.
Yeah.
So such a cool thing. as you go through this year, a hope that a lot of people had was that you were going to get to play with your sister, Chloe.
Oh, yeah.
She ends up walking away from the game of volleyball with a crazy injury. How much was that an impact to now to try to carry on that legacy? Albright had a big name and a big growing here at Georgetown over the next few years. How much do you miss that opportunity with Chloe, but how much are you enjoying the opportunity to make that impact now as the Albright on the team?
Yeah, no, I definitely miss playing with her, but she made the best decision for her, and she's is great about it, and she's so happy about it. And I definitely wish I could have played with her, but it's awesome. I love keeping the Albright last name for sure, representing it.
28-7. That's really not big. 4-0 in district. How big is that? How excited are you ladies to keep winning and try to go undefeated in this season?
Oh, I'm pumped. I'm so ready. We're going for that state championship for sure.
Any shout-outs before I let you go tonight?
My coaches and my teammates and my parents, everyone, and my grandparents. They show up a lot too.
All right, Amelia Albright, thanks for joining us live here in the booth. Quick timeout. We'll come back, wrap it up. Lady Eagle Volleyball returns in just a moment. Back here at Georgetown High School, Georgetown wins it in 3 sets over the Hendrickson Hawks to improve to 28-7 overall, 4-0 in district play. The Hawks dropped to 16-21 on the year, 1-2 in district play, and it sets up for a big night on Friday night. Georgetown goes in undefeated in district to Weiss High School to take on the Weiss Wolves at 6:30 p.m. If you can, be over there and join them and enjoy the night, and we will bring you back here on Tuesday night, October 1st, when the Lady Eagles welcome in the Cedar Ridge Raiders. Thanks for joining us tonight. The Lady Eagles victorious 25-15, 25-8, 27-25 to beat the Hendrickson Hawks here in district play. For all of our support from the Lady Eagle Volleyball Booster Club, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. And remember, you can always live like Knox, a 12-year-old that lived more kindness in his short life before it was taken from him tragically in an accident back earlier this year. And more kindness lived out of that young man than most people could ever imagine living. Live Like Knox. Go visit the Live Like Knox Foundation and see how you can be better in living kindness in your life. Thanks for joining us, the Lady Eagle Volleyball team. Thanks you for your support. Have a good night, everybody.